Alright, we're on to our next session of caped capers.
In gay party.
That's all, folks.
Pay
Pay attention, Sly.
Bye boo babba beebs.
I'm trying to be like, crap, I forgot my line. So, he wants us to take some keys. I'm working on it. So, we're going to take some keys, which are going to then be used to we're trying to set up for the heist, and at this point that means eliminating all security to at least minimize how much hell we're about to raise.
Oh, yeah.
Get it? They're frogs.
and Bentley really wants to incur some panic at the disco.
Yeah, even though there's nobody there.
Yeah, you'd think for a big party there'd be like people here, but apparently it's a kind of a dead busy night. So let's go and Neela.
Oh,
I mean, disco's been dead for how long now?
50 years.
In gay party years?
A million.
I just noticed that the moon is a disco ball.
What, it is?
It is.
Look at it when it cuts back to Sly.
Okay. So she wants to help us out. It does look a little bit like a disco.
God, it does kind of
Boy.
Party all night, baby.
Well then.
Look, Paris has got a case of the disco fever.
The tarantula.
Dance, Cooper.
So, we have ourselves a chase mission. So, just run after her.
Chase after that frisky funk.
And I guess she has some spices. Literary foreshadowing. Spices that I guess are helping us track her down for as far as she runs. And don't worry about tripping up guards. Her
No,
whip
it's the revenge of a
packs
3-bean burrito.
Oh my god.
Ew.
I mean, look at it. It's yellow, it's springy, it's got the particle effects. What else could it possibly be?
You know, no wonder Carmelita hates her guts.
Icky, you're being gross. Stop it.
Pheromone? No, they're pheromones and Icky. Pheromones and Sly is ready to dance
Sly,
that dance.
I think I can smell that through the binocular.
Sly, I can smell from here.
Stop it!
Actually,
Why did I think the smell-o-vision was a good idea?
It's Murray who advises him to take a shower.
And Murray thinks to himself, it smells like home.
No, okay, sorry, back to you, Hype.
Sly, get your ass in the shower!
Hype, please, talk so they can shut up.
Just real quick, since I assumed the 3-bean burrito thing was a Super Gaming Brothers reference, it reminds me of another bit. It's like, so you purposely followed an Interpol agent into Interpol
into
HQ.
police custody.
I say I have time for the ladies, Bentley. You sure do.
You dumbass.
I would.
Sorry,
Am I the
GP.
only?
I promise we're original.
Am I the only one who would not be upset with a rated M Sly game where they just kind of made the whole approach a little more mature?
You know, I'm kind of surprised the Sly series hasn't just said fuck it and evolved into a T-rated franchise.
Do we really
Was
have
this
to
still-
keep
was
this
this still
conversation
E10?
going?
I know Sly 1 and 2 are E for everyone. Sly 3
it's
and
still E10.
4 are E10.
Well, definitely because those games definitely deal a bit more with death.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
But,
granted, if Sly 2 was released about a year later, then yeah, it totally would have gotten an E10 rating.
Bentley only,
Oh.
Hello.
which is fine.
Ooh,
I also
troll.
think
Sorry,
you've gotten a chance.
Sorry, Sly. No raccoons allowed.
It's
Which
the
I
Holy
think is-
Grail, guys!
There's only a model. Shh. So, we and actually, I'm actually curious to get to that mission because Bentley's actually. Okay, he's talking a lot. If we can bring this back to the safe house without getting hit, oh boy, we can sell it for a lot of coins, which I need to buy gear and stuff, which is very
There you
useful.
go.
There we go.
In a way, we kind of got that already with taking back Dimitri's little portrait.
Right. Yeah, you can just find stuff around the place as little challenges, and they bring that back in, I think it's 3 and 4.
Yeah, they do. And actually, looking back on Sly 4, I realized I mean, it's great that they have treasures back, but honestly, they kind of goofed them up. Like,
I don't like the time trial stuff.
well, the time trial stuff is one thing, but it's like if you run it, they're all timed, and if you run out of time, they just go poof, they disappear. Like,
Yeah.
there's no real justification as to why. They just go poof.
Right. I mean, at least in this game, they went as far as to say, "Oh, this one has a bomb on it. It's set to be a timed detonation." Wrong.
Also, it's kind of embarrassing when all the treasures you can collect are not quite as valuable as fucking ivory chopsticks.
Ooh.
That's classic. Anyway, so for this mission, pickpocket. Time to pickpocket a bunch of people and unlock that security box, because then we're going to be able to take out some motion camera.
Now, am I the only one that thinks
wait, Iki, I got a perfect joke for this. All right, now, Sly, you gotta be assertive. Not insertive. Well, actually, yeah, that.
Sorry,
Great! Now let him have it! You can have it.
Gee, thanks. Oh, ow!
I'm sorry.
That's what he meant.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just imagining Bentley, or at least Bentley's voice actor, just reciting Plankton's thread, and that it's like, surrender that ice cream cone, or I'll make your life a torrent of pain and misery.
Honestly, that doesn't even compare to the shit he spews out in 3.
Oh, 3, I know. I'm
that's
definitely
what
looking forward to one in
and
particular.
that's what makes it so fun. But any hooser. So, it has been a while since I've come back to this series, and
Am I the only?
Go
Can
ahead.
I just make a little bit of a point? Am I the only one that thinks it's
jeez.
a little too much for the player for the very beginning of the game to
Yep.
snatch up
Case in
6
point.
keys?
Oh,
Ooh!
case in point.
Oh.
Case in point.
Lucifer.
Oh, there's Dimitri.
Let him have it.
Thing is, I think it's just a little too much for like 6 keys. But who am I? I'm not a game designer. I don't even design games.
Well, to be fair, it's not like you're in this place very often, if at all. So.
Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. I messed up.
Oh, dumbass.
Oh no!
Get behind him and done.
Oh, okay. You saved yourself.
I could
Okay,
barely
let's skip
set up a
behind
Jenga tower.
Sometimes I've messed up, and like if I do the triangle, it's like muscle memory. I don't even think. I just hit triangle then square, and if I'm not close enough, I screw up. But the reason why I was all cautious there earlier on the stairwell is because if I take someone out, that can still make a lot of noise and alert people to where you are.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I want to do a long jump in like a Mario, like in a 3D Mario game.
Mhm.
Like, whenever you're in like one of the races against the Koopas in Odyssey,
Yeah.
you know, you usually want a long jump or like roll to get a good starting boost of speed. But sometimes I end up pressing it a little too early because you're not in a running
Why do you do a
position yet.
backflip
You're in a
instead?
walking position.
Oh
Yeah.
I hate that. Oh,
And like
I've done
it's
that-
such
oh,
a simple maneuver to start.
I've sometimes
You
done
know
it,
what I
or
would do
what I've
is-
done is I've been in midair and I've tried to do the dive, but I pushed the button. Oh, see, he was alerted.
Oh, no.
Sometimes I push the button too quickly, and so I end up doing a
F4.
ground pound in midair because it didn't factor in the button of me hitting X or whatever.
I just
Hi,
noticed
I'm
he's
Sl-
holding the key. Oh wait, no, he's holding the cane in his mouth. I thought he was
Hi,
holding the
I'm
key
Sly-
in his mouth.
For that moment, I was like, "Hi, I'm Sly Cooper. You may be wondering how I got myself in this situation."
And most likely
I
you're
love
blaming.
those moments. I still have yet to see.
And
Sorry,
most
go ahead.
likely
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and most likely you're blaming Bentley and his obsessive need to go to PotterCon.
I was gonna say I have not yet seen Ragnarok yet, and I want to.
Oh, Ragnarok's a
I wanna
lot
badly.
of fun.
I've got no interest.
It's like you could say just.
Really?
Oh, trust me. I can understand your skepticism, Icky, but trust me, Ragnarok is a lot more entertaining than all the other Thor movies. Like right off the bat,
Is it-
you can tell it's like because right off the bat, when you meet Surtur, who by the way is voiced by Clancy Brown, and just the first few
Nice.
lines right off the bat, it's like Thor, son of Odin, Surtur, son of a bitch, you're alive.
Oh.
No,
Sorry.
I mean that more
Sure.
so for the whole comic book movie concept. I just kind of grew
Okay.
bored with those.
Oh,
The most I've
I
ever
think
seen was
that's
Avengers and Wonder Woman, and that's enough I could really
Well,
go
if you
for.
start with Avengers, I can understand how that could burn you out quickly.
Mm.
But so, is this a Thor movie we've always wanted?
I would say it's close. Like it definitely has a lot more. It has a lot more creativity and action compared to the first two, like by a long stretch.
Like, do you think they got the tone right for this one
I
compared to the other two, where it kind of got too serious?
I will say, I didn't mind the seriousness. In fact, if that's one thing I guess I
Fire!
can't say against Ragnarok, there
Oh,
were a
gosh.
few moments in Blue Point. I would say I think there were probably
Inconspicuous, Sly. Inconspicuous.
I just realized something. You were going to jump on those fans, but you could have just clinged onto the poles that they were supported from the very get-go.
Here's the thing though. What's spinning the fans?
Well,
The poles,
no,
the
the
poles
motor.
obviously. And when you stop and think about it, that would throw off Sly's aim like nothing else.
No, but the poles
Not
aren't
really,
actually
they're
spinning.
still-
The motor is in the base of the fan.
Yeah, they're not like swinging poles, they're still.
Maybe it's video game logic, but yeah, I agree, Ricky. Like, it would have made no sense because the motor would not be spinning the thing holding it. That would be such a structural, fault in its integrity if the thing was spinning constantly, even by its own support.
I mean,
Anyway,
unless
time
it
for a break.
was supposed to be, you were supposed to jump on the fan blades as opposed to jumping on the fan wires.
But I didn't, did I?
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't have to. So what was the point of collecting all 6 keys?
I didn't say an army of intruders was about to breach my castle. No! I said an intruder. And one guy. Sorry, I was thinking
storm
of
the
a
castle.
video. The tone made me think of it. the tone reminded me of it. It's okay.
They're going to
sorry.
need a miracle.
I talked over this guy. I talked over Ben.
You talked over the turtle.
This guy. We need to start blowing up these boxes, and let me just say, just focus on doing it as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be facing an infinite amount of enemies. Just
Yeah, but
granted,
even then,
for
they're
the
rats.
Now, granted, for the Murray, that's no problem at all. But for us, that could get tedious after a while.
Wait,
There
what?
are-
What did that sign say that they were coming out of?
I don't know.
It was some
Maybe
sort of
it's just
restaurant,
like-
Lelu.
It says
a theater.
it says free. Free
It says
churros.
Free Willy.
I'm breaking a
Willy.
box.
I can't
with
tell why, it
newspapers.
just does.
Goodbye.
Oh, I was about to
Okay.
suggest that.
Wait, it says free horn jobs. What does that mean, Bentley? You don't want to know, Murray.
I'll tell you when you're older, Murray.
Aren't I older than you?
No.
I thought we were on the
Not in
we're all the
turtle
same
years. Gotcha.
I just realized that this frog looks a lot like the frog from the first game.
Raleigh,
Sir
yeah.
Raleigh? Actually,
Yeah, right.
actually, no. Unlike Raleigh, he's actually anthropomorphic. Raleigh was like straight. He was
a straight up frog. I don't know, maybe he grew a pair?
So inconsistent much?
Legs.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but one addition is that. Wow, I guess.
Murray needs his ammo!
Well, actually, now that I
Who
think about
cares?
it, Sly 3 has a similar case where, like, you remember Miss Ruby in Sly 1, right?
I don't
They
think
also have
newspapers are going to just...
anatomically
Oh,
correct
never mind.
crocodiles in that game, too.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, all done with Murray. But yeah, I'll say Murray has an. I don't know if I already mentioned, but Murray has an additional button, which is if you hit triangle and then circle, he will actually be able to catch people in the air,
Boy.
not just take them out.
Yeah, this is nice.
Bentley's turn to.
Oh, hello.
Ooh! Oh, I forgot
Sly,
this
I
is
think,
has
before
the
the
power.
wheel.
Sly, I
Oh,
think I'm
God.
seeing shit here.
I'm sorry.
Bentley has the power of God.
Actually,
Whenever
I
he
was more
arrives.
like the joke I was gonna make. It's like, I knew it. The sheer sight of my presence scares people away.
It causes them to not only be so scared, but to be able to only possess the ability to logically reason that the only way they can escape is to will themselves out of existence.
So, in other words, Bentley, you caught the ugly?
No, it just means I forgot to put on deodorant again. On I go.
Joke's on
So-
them! They think I'm a nerd and that I'm incapable of anything. Well, I showed them!
Well, let me. Actually, let me just say, between this game and the third game, Bentley's actually one of my favorite characters to control.
Yeah, he's actually got quite a bit of utility to him, despite being a little shit.
Especially in the third game.
Oh yeah, and the fourth game too.
You know, getting
Okay.
back to this commentary, I forgot that Bentley actually was able to walk up his legs.
Oh yeah, remember?
Nah,
There was a
yeah.
time when he wasn't a paraplegic.
Spoiler. But yeah, no. So as Sly is explaining to us for the first time ever, since he's usually the clueless one,
Hey, that guy turned around for a split second. That's not fair.
he was confused.
That
He
had to
can
scratch
shoot
up his
sleep
ass.
darts. And other than that, we have an infinite amount of explosives.
was a potent bomb.
Yeah, that shit ain't no joke.
Now there are some cool upgrades you can get Bentley. Things like super speed, remote bombs. You can throw bombs away. He has a lot of cool.
And a
upgrades.
hovering attack. Well, not hovering attack, but
He's the gadgeteer genius.
Also, as you can see, Bentley's a little bit
panicky.
he's a little paranoid right now.
for those that played Sly 1 the first time, this has got to be a serious case of table turning.
Especially
Same
since
thing
after
with
the
Murray,
hacking
too.
job, which... So to reiterate what he's saying, we are to blow up these support columns. One bomb, I think, does the trick, yeah, and we're basically going to try and remove any support keeping that disco ball up and alive.
Why can't we just shoot like a dart right at the wire, so we'll cut the wire on the disco ball, sending it crashing toward the floor?
You fool, have you not seen cartoons? That would just reflect off of the disco ball because mirror logic for some reason and hit us and make us look like a fool.
No,
Besides, do I look
no,
like,
but dart
do I
will
look like
on.
someone with... Do
No.
I look like someone with Spider-Man powers?
No, I'll follow up on that, Lucky. Oh, for a second I thought that the previous guard's flashlight was still there.
Nah, that would have been really terrifying, actually.
Well, no,
That's
anyways,
sure.
I was trying to say, going off of cartoon logic that would aim at the, that wouldn't aim for the wire, it would immediately readjust its own course straight down to the ball itself. So that, no, the wire never existed. Except it's right fucking there.
Okay.
Oh,
Be
no,
careful.
uh-oh.
If you don't, if you don't shoot them the first time, the sound of you firing a dart does make noise.
99.
Make sure you hit them. But yeah, other than that, Bentley has some of the best attacks and stuff in the game.
Poor Bentley didn't have the money for a silencer.
No.
And we did it.
Death to disco!
Oh, by
And if
the
you had
way,
a
just
controller, it would be rumbling like mad right now.
Also, real quick, the little red area that's
There's
around
not
the
even
bomb
debris.
beach. Yeah, the red area that's around the bombing places. Stay out of that red area because the bombs can actually hurt you too.
It's the blast radius.
Yep. So be careful with that. But we did it. With that said, we have now completed enough heists to prepare for the mega heist.
Bum, 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 bum.
That'll be
Join-
fun.
So join us next time for Panic at the Disco 2: Return of Jafar.
Bye.
Until next time, everybody.